type loud and clear in the chat box. All right, brilliant, brilliant. You're welcome tonight. And tonight we're going to learn a whole lot together. Okay, we're going to learn a whole lot together. I'll be sharing invaluable information with you guys. I want you to brace up. Okay, I want you to brace up. I'm super excited. What do I need to do? Okay, I'm super excited to be here. Okay, I've not even said anything. We're just about to start the session. People are already asking, what do I need to do? All right. So I want to know. Where are you joining us from? Are you joining us from Nigeria, somewhere in Nigeria? Are you joining us from Lagos? Are you joining us somewhere outside of Nigeria but in Africa or outside of Africa? Let me know, where are you joining us from? I am joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Tell me where you're joining us from. Let me know, type it in the chat. Where are you joining us from? Okay, I can see my brothers in Calabar. Okay, Cross River, Benin, Ondo State. All right, fantastic one. Great. Good to be here as well. Let me know where you are joining us from. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic one. Now, guys, it's about to get interesting. Okay, it is about to get interesting. But before we get into it, I want to ask a question. Okay, the person that gets the correct answer. All right, the person that gets the correct answer, I'm going to write that person's name down, and I want the person to reach out to me after this session. Okay, are you with me, guys? Are you with me? Did you hear me clearly? Fantastic. I'm gonna ask a question. Anybody that gets the answer right, I'm not going to tell you whether it's a redo, whether it's a dad joke, or whatever it is. Anybody who gets the answer correctly, the person will be noted by me, and I want the person to reach out to me after the session. All right. Now, again, it's going to be about the fastest finger. Okay, it's not just about the right answer. There are so many people here, over 100. So it's going to be about the fastest finger. My question goes thus. What is the opposite of 9 to 5? What is the opposite of 9 to 5? Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. What's the opposite of 9 to 5? Somebody said remote entrepreneurship, remote work, 24 hours. All right, brilliant. Adeoye, 5 to 9. That is the correct answer. The opposite of 9 to 5, don't overthink it, guys. The opposite of 9 to 5 is what? 5 to 9. You know, a lot of things can happen. Between 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. All right, so that was it. Let's see who was the first person. I think it was Adeoye, if I'm correct. Okay, no, it was Onyinye, not Adeoye. Onye said 5 to 9 first. Okay, so Onye, reach out to me after the session. All right. If you're wondering how you reach out to me, don't worry. Stick around till the end, and you'll learn how to reach out to me after the session. Okay. So we came here for something, right? You came here for something. I'm sure. If I ask you why did you join today's session, okay, you'd have an answer to me, right? So let me share my screen. Let's get on the flight. Let's fly together into this session. Okay. All right. So let me know if you can see my screen. I'm sharing my screen right about now. So you should be able to see my screen if your network is good. Okay, if you can't see my screen, please just step out of the call and then join back in. And then okay, somebody said I joined to get a job. Fantastic. You learned that today. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen. Type crystal clear if you can see my screen. Crystal clear. Type crystal clear if you can see my screen. Type crystal clear if you can see my screen. Fantastic. I can see a lot of crystal clears in the chat box. I can see a lot of crystal clears in the chat box. Brilliant, brilliant. So today we're going to be talking about a unique strategy. This is something a lot of people gatekeep. All right, but I'm here today to give it to you without asking for you to do anything prior. All right, so we'll be talking about the strategy if you're working 9 to 5. And I want to know in the chat box if you're working 9 to 5 as of now. Do you work 9 to 5? Type a yes. I want to know whether we have majority of those of us who are here working 9 to 5. Now, if you are working 9 to 5 today, you need to let me know in the chat. Type a yes. Okay. All right, brilliant. Now, even if you're not working 9 to 5, there is a strategy for you also. All right. But today we'll be focused on when you get to start working 9 to 5. Okay, especially if you are working 9 to 5 outside of tech, how do you use that as a springboard to get into tech? But you know, we are Africans, and you know, Africans have manners. Okay, so allow me to introduce myself to you. Okay, my name is Mohammed Suleiman. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Nebians Analytics, and I'm pushing close to a decade of experience in the space, and I've had the opportunity to work with top conglomerates around the globe. Notably, I worked with Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo used to be a sister organization to Ferrari until about 2016 when Ferrari became a standalone organization themselves. I've been helping people in my career so far, and I'm not tired of doing that. I've also been a LinkedIn top voice, and guess what? I also transitioned into tech. Okay, I had my first degree in mechanical engineering, and today I call myself a successful data analyst. Let me not even say data analyst. Okay, so you guys don't become biased. I call myself a successful tech bro. Okay, so meanwhile, later on in the session, there will be an attendance form in the chat box. So if you want my slides, the recording of this session, do well to fill in the attendance form when it is available. Okay, when it is available in the chat box, one of my team members will post it. Okay, it is there now. All right, so you can take the initiative right now. So, but let's go ahead. Okay, we didn't come here to see my face. That's not why we're here, right? So, for those of us seeing Nebians Analytics for the very first time, Nebians Analytics is a premium tech training brand. And what we do here is to help people, help Africans get into the tech space as easily as possible. And what we built here, which is different from others, is we built our premiumness on 3 pillars. 3 pillars. Pillar number 1 is case studies. Okay, real world case studies. You work on real world case studies under the guidance of experts. Pillar number 2 is we'll teach you soft skills. Okay, if you go out there, they will tell you you need to figure it out. But here we're going to teach that to you. And pillar number 3 is we'll give you some lifetime services that no other tech training brand will give you. Quote me anywhere. All right, that's just a brief one about us. But we came here. I said we came here today for something. So that thing, we need to do it, right? We need to do what we came here for today. But just confirm that you are excited to be here. Confirm in the chat. I don't know. You can type a yeah or yes or hello or just something exciting so that I know that you are actually excited to be here. Brilliant. Now, what we are going to be doing today is going to hover around these 3 things that you can see on my screen. First off, what is that strategy to getting into tech? Okay, and while we are doing that, I'm going to show you some of the things, those things that I mentioned, those 3 pillars that I mentioned. How do we use it and how have we used it to help Africans get into the tech space? And number 3, I will be making a special announcement at the end of the session, and I will also give you the opportunity to unmute to speak to me. We'll have a conversation if you want to ask me any questions. So during the course of my presentation, if you have any questions, all you need to do is to write it on a piece of paper so that you don't forget. And then at the end of my session, you get to ask me. All right? So let's get into it. I don't think I need to ask you this question on my screen, do I? I don't think I need to ask you if you want a tech job in 2025. I don't think if I have to ask you this question, then it's as if myself, I'm not in the right place, right? Did I misroute to this session? No, I didn't. So I'm not going to bother myself asking you. I'm going to assume your answer is yes. Okay. But if your answer is no, I'm sorry, you're not in the correct session. You're not supposed to be here. But if you are here today, you want a tech job in 2025. Now, the key thing to note is this: today's session is one of a kind. All right, it's one of a kind. And the reason is that I want to start with this. Even if you're working 9 to 5 or not, you have a roadmap to getting into tech. But guess what? Today we are going to focus on those who are working 9 to 5. Okay, so this session is specific for those who are working 9 to 5. Now, even if you're not working 9 to 5, it is also good to know it. All right, so that should you find yourself working 9 to 5 in the nearest future, how do you apply these steps to getting into tech? All right, now, if you want to get into tech and you're working 9 to 5, number one thing you need to do is you need to find an area of interest. You need to find an area of interest. You don't just say, I want to get into tech. Tech is broad. So you need to streamline. You need to find an area of interest. All right? And you can't do this anyhow. You cannot do this anyhow. You have to do it very carefully. And this is why I need your attention, guys. You need to do it very carefully because a lot of people do it wrong. Are you with me, guys? Are you with me? I'm not feeling the energy. I'm not. Are you? Am I? Are we? Okay, fantastic. You're with me, Esther. Okay, fantastic one. Now you need to do it very carefully, strategically. Okay, if you do it anyhow, all right. Nigerians will say, if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. Okay, so you don't want that to happen to you, right? So you need to do it very carefully. So speaking about carefully, now I remember when I was, in my own journey getting into tech, and before the final 2 months in my journey of getting into the tech space, I met my mentor. And my mentor told me that, look, Ahmed, you've been wasting time. All right, you've been wasting time. As an African in today's world, if you want to get into tech, you should only look at 3 career paths, and they are data analytics, data science, and business analysis. If you're an African, you don't want to compete with the Indians, okay? You don't want to compete with the Indians. You don't want to be at a deficit just because of the career path you chose. You need to go for either data analytics, data science, or business analysis. Now, guys, why? That was the logical question, right? That was what I asked my mentor back then. Why data analytics, data science, or business analysis? And he told me reason number 1 is that it is easy to learn. So regardless of your background, whether you currently work in finance, oil and gas, supply chain, automobile, whatever sector you find yourself in currently, all these career paths that I've mentioned are easy to learn. Okay, these are the reasons. What I'm saying now, you people should listen to me. What I am saying now is why those 3 career paths. Why? Are you with me? So these 3 reasons are the reasons. Number 2 is it is easy to transition. It's easy to transition because they are super high in demand as we speak. Okay, it is super high in demand as we speak. All right. So and when I say high in demand, I'm talking of as of yesterday when I checked. Okay, there were 14,000 plus open roles for data analyst alone. That's just one of the 3 career paths that I mentioned. 14,000 plus open roles as we speak. So for that reason, it's easy to transition. And guess what? The part I like best. Okay, it has fantastic salary projections. So if you're like me, okay, if you like money, all right, you're welcome to this session. Okay, you're at the right place. But if you don't like money, this is the point where you need to leave this meeting. Are we together, guys? Are we together? So if you are selecting a career path and you're currently working 9 to 5, you have to consider each of these criteria before you choose a niche. And that's the reason why data analytics, business analysis, or data science are the best fit for you as an African. Okay, if you tell me you are from Asia or you're from India, maybe this session is not for you. Okay, you don't even need to be here. I'm wasting your time. All right. So now we're getting into it. One thing to note, just to buttress my point on, the high in demand nature of this career path, the Future of Jobs report developed by the World Economic Forum for 2025 has predicted that these roles, okay, are likely to increase in demand by another 35% by 2030. Let me say that so that it sinks in, guys, because as the way I'm saying it, it may not sink in yet. What I'm saying is this. Remember I told you yesterday when I checked, it was about 14,000 plus roles open for data analysts. They are saying by 2030, if you check on a daily basis, you will find nothing less than 20,000 plus roles open at any instance in time. So what are you preparing for that eventuality? That's what we are going to go into today. But you know how we're going to go into that? Remember, I mentioned that you need to choose a niche, right? And we are going to do that. So I'm not going to wait for you to drop off this session before you start to apply the things that I'm talking about right now. So let's choose a niche for you, right? Who is ready? Who is ready? So let's look at the differences between all three career paths, and then you see which one suits you the best. Who is ready for that? Who is ready? We are doing it now, okay? We're not wasting time here. We're going right into it. All right. So you're stepping out of this session knowing that this is what I want to do. So I need you to pay rapt attention. It is not confusing. On the surface, it may look confusing when I say, oh, data analytics, data science, business analysis. But in this session, you will not need another session to know the differences between the career paths. Okay. Let's go into it now. What's the job of a data analyst? Let's start from a data analyst. Do you know what I love to call the data analysts? Okay, and if you remember these things, right, you will be able to remember each of them. Now, I call the data analyst storyteller. The storyteller. Do you know what storytelling is? To tell story, to narrate. Okay, something happened, so you narrate it, right? Something happened, so you narrate. Oh, this was what happened last year with our financials. This was what happened last year with our financials. Oh, as per revenue, last year we did so and so amount. This year we've already exceeded our threshold compared to last year. That's the job of a data analyst. Okay, and they also visualize what they are narrating. Okay, so and they also explain why those things happen. So it is narrating what happened and also telling us why it happened. Am I making sense, guys? You need to actually clap for me, guys. You need to clap for me, okay? Am I making sense? Brilliant. Now, but let's get into the nitty-gritty. To understand what I've said better, you need to know that there are 4 types of analytics, okay? Descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Now, the job of a data analyst is the first 2 types of analytics, descriptive and diagnostic. And it just goes to show that what I said earlier makes sense. Descriptive analytics, describe, from the word describe, this is where you're telling a story. You tell a story to your organization about what has happened within their customers, okay? What has happened in supply chain? What has happened in finance? What has happened in HR? You, as a data analyst, will tell a story using data. That's descriptive analytics. You don't stop there. You also go on to explain why it happened. Okay, let's go back a little bit. You want to explain why it happened, which is the diagnostic analytics. Why did it happen? All right. Now, these three things are the job of a data analyst. We'll come back to the remaining two. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's delve deeper into the data analyst's world. Now, to become a data analyst, you must know these 6 tools. You must know Excel. You must know Power BI. You must know SQL. You must know Tableau. You must know ChatGPT for data analytics, and then you must know Looker Studio. Now, you see Power BI, Tableau, and Looker Studio, these 3. Okay, one would have been okay for you to know. But guess what? If you want to put yourself on a pedestal that projects you as a top talent when you want to put yourself out there, especially for tech recruiters, you need to know all these 3. Okay, Power BI, Tableau, and Looker Studio. Okay, so these are the things you need to know as a data analyst. How about a data scientist? How about a data scientist, guys? How about the data scientist? How is it different from the data analyst? Stay with me, guys. Do you know what I love to call the data scientist? Who can guess? Do you know what I love to call the data scientist? I love to call them the inventor. I love to call them the inventor. Okay? And I need you to pay attention again. What did I call the data analyst? I call them the storytellers, right? I call the data scientists the inventor. What do they invent? Okay, what do they invent? They invent predictive models. Okay, and just for you to understand what that means, right? The data scientist is more focused or concerned about the future. They are concerned about predicting the future. That's what they do. They're concerned about predicting the future. What's likely going to happen? Okay, and how is the organization going to react to that, finding? Are you with me, guys? So for this reason, the data scientists focus on the facts or set 2 types of analytics. Predict what is likely going to happen in the future based on what we have now. Prescriptive analytics is how are we going to react to that eventuality now. Am I making sense? Am I making sense, guys? Am I making sense? Predictive analytics is what is likely to happen. What prescriptive is how are we going to react to that eventuality. Okay, so and these are the inventors. They invent the predictive models that do the prediction. Okay, and that's why I call them the inventors. And for you to be an inventor, to be a data scientist, right, you need to know these tools. You need to know Excel. Okay, I know you may be saying, oh, Excel, some voice is cracking. Please confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. Just type I can hear you loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type I can hear you loud and clear, so that I know it is from. Please type I can hear you loud and clear in the chat box. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Okay, loud and clear. Some people are saying cracking. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Some say loud and clear. Some say cracking. But now, how about now? It should be fine now. I'm sure it is fine now. If it is not fine now, then it's your network. Know that it's your network that's the problem. Okay. If it is not fine now, know that it's your network that is the problem. Okay. It's okay now. Fantastic. So let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Now, guys, as a data scientist, you need to know Excel. Okay. Now you may be thinking, oh, Excel is also in data analyst, right? Guess what? You would be using it differently than a data analyst. Okay. You also need to know SQL. You need to know Tableau. You need to know Python. You need to know GitHub. You also need to know ChatGPT. And guess what? Because of ChatGPT, I tell people that, look, this is the best time. Okay, this is the best time to get into data science. All right. So these are the things you need to know to become a data scientist. Okay, some people are afraid of Python. I tell people, gone are those days. Today, I do an end-to-end project without having to crack my head to remember Python codes. ChatGPT write the codes for me, and I direct ChatGPT on what to do so that I can solve the problem. You are a problem solver as a data scientist, not a coder. Okay, you are a problem solver and not a coder. Leave coding for software developers, web developers, and the likes. Am I making sense, guys? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? All right, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant one. Now let's move ahead, okay? Because we still have one more career path to demystify: the business analyst. What do you think I'll call the business analyst? I call the data analyst the storyteller. I call the data scientist the inventor. What do you think I'll call the business analyst? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. I call the business analyst as the translator, the translator, the translator, the translator. You know, when you have two people, okay, especially important people that want to converse, but they can't converse in the same language, who do you call? You call the business analyst, my friend. You call the business analyst. Now, the business analyst combines the best of both worlds: a little bit of technical parts and a little bit of non-technical parts, and that allows them to manage people. Okay, when it comes to aligning everybody within the team to a business objective, it is the business analyst that you call. Okay, so you have a project to build, you want to build a product. All right, you call the business analyst so that those that are doing the technical work of building the product and those who are the owners of the business, okay, you align both of them together as the business analyst. So you are the translator, you are the middleman. Okay, that's who I call the business analyst. Are we together, guys? Are we together? Are we together? As a business analyst, you are a translator, okay, and you want to answer the question, what should we do if there's a problem in the organization? What should we do, and how should we carry everybody along in achieving that goal? That's your job as a business analyst. And for you to function as a business analyst well, you need to know these tools. You need to know Excel, you need to know SQL, you need to know Power BI. Now, let me tell you something about these three that I just mentioned. Guys, there are a lot of other training programs out there. Okay, you see a lot of training programs out there. You would hardly find anyone add these three tools to their business analysis program because they believe that as a business analyst, you don't need it. But guess what? In today's world, okay, if you research and you look at what the requirements to become an actual business analyst right now is, if you don't know these three things, these three tools, you are not going anywhere. You are not making any progress. Okay, while the rest, Miro, Draw.io, ChatGPT, Azure DevOps, this is a cloud-based tool, Jira as well. All of these are core business analysis tools. Okay, all of these are core business analysis tools. Okay, while these are data-centric. Recruiters in today's world need business analysts to also know how to handle data to an extent, and that's the reason why we added these three tools. Okay, that's the reason why we added these three tools. All right, so guys, how cool would it be? Okay, how cool would it be okay, give me a second, guys. How cool would it be to ask you this question right now? Which of the career paths would you choose? Do you want to become a storyteller, or you want to become an inventor, or you want to become a translator? Which of the three is the most appealing to you right now? And don't forget, the attendance form is in the chat box. You see one of my team members, a blue link in the chat box. Click on it, fill out the attendance so that you can get my slides. You can also get the recording of this session. Else, you won't. Okay, fill out the attendance form, guys. Do you want to become a storyteller? Do you want to become a translator? Or you want to become an inventor? Which one do you want to become? Which one do you want to become? Fantastic. Fantastic. I can see the energy in the chat. Now, guess what you've just done, guys? Guess what you've just done? You've just completed one step. Okay? You just completed one step, one of our students also took, and today they are in a much better place. You just completed that. Congratulations, guys. You just completed the first step you need, okay, to take advantage of your current 9-to-5 job. And let me show you. This is Naomi. Naomi did it. Naomi did the same thing you guys are doing currently. All right. How did she do it? This is her LinkedIn profile. You can see how attractive the LinkedIn profile looks. All right. So she joined our program, specifically our business analysis program, right? She joined and she started just like you are now. Okay. She made a decision. Okay. After all these 3, I mean, I want to become a business analyst, right? And she, got into the program. Now what she did next was the second thing. Is this second thing? She worked on real world projects under the guidance of an expert. Okay, she worked on real world projects. That's not all. That's not all. She built a portfolio and she always shared her thoughts on LinkedIn. Now, this is where it gets interesting, guys. You are working 9 to 5. Okay, you've chosen your niche, work on projects, build a portfolio, and share on LinkedIn. Guess what would happen? Guess what's going to happen afterwards? Guess what's going to happen afterwards? Your current organization will be the first set of people to see you. You just entered the game now. This is the game. This is where it's getting interesting. Your organization will start to notice you. Where you are working, they will start to notice you. Even if they try to ignore you, they will still notice you. Okay? They will still notice you. And guess what that will do for you? Guess what that will do for you? Okay? And just to show you a snippet of what Naomi did, because we're talking about Naomi here, right? Naomi posted on LinkedIn profusely. I don't know any other word to use, so permit me to use the word profusely. Now, as beginners, you always think that, oh, it is when you work on projects you post. No, post every day. Talk about that niche that you've chosen. You want to become a business analyst every single day. Talk. Say something about being a business analyst or how to become a business analyst or what you're currently learning. Okay, and this is how Naomi did it. You can see these are our posts on LinkedIn. I took the snippet from LinkedIn, and if I have the time, we'll go to her LinkedIn page so that you will see it. You see it on her LinkedIn page. You can see she tagged me in almost all her posts. She tagged me. You can see with you. She tagged me in all her posts on LinkedIn. I was nearly getting tired of Naomi. But guess what happened? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? So Naomi, I want you to listen to Naomi yourself. Guess what happened with Naomi? Guess what happened to her? I want you to listen to her by yourself. Okay? You will listen to her by yourself in a moment, so that it's not as if I'm the one saying it. You hear from Naomi by yourself. Okay? Hear from Naomi by yourself. I'll share my screen again so that you can hear from Naomi. Okay? So that you can hear from Naomi. Let me share my screen again so you will hear from Naomi by yourself. So I want you, if you are in a noisy place, please go to a silent place now. You want to hear from the horse's mouth. You will hear from the horse's mouth. So let's listen to Naomi for a little bit. Let's listen to Naomi, okay, for a little bit. Let's listen to her for a little bit.
Just last week, rather, 2 people landed a job. All right. There's someone that is meant to share a testimony with us. I don't know. Hi, Naomi. Can you turn on your video and unmute your mic? So you just talk to the house about your job learning process and how you're able to land your job and all of that. Hi, good evening. Okay.
Sorry, I paused to confirm that you could hear the person that was speaking before Naomi continues. Okay, I want you to listen to her. Just if you could hear, just type a yes in the chat so I know that you could hear.
Hey,
Okay.
Hi everyone. My name is Naomi. Let me just start from the beginning. I'll try and be fast. In 2017, the bank, I live in a small country in West Africa where they speak French. And then my bank was acquired. And when the bank was acquired, the bank that bought over my bank now started laying off foreigners and all that. But for reasons known to them, I applied to go and they said no. So I was more like frustrated. I stayed with them. But I found out that as we are going forward, I'm being relegated to the background. As a supervisor, I had a lot of branches under me. I was supervising with over 65 staff. But I found that they were trying to relegate me. I buried myself in training. I told myself, I'm so trained that I can conveniently work from home, because my idea after working in for so many years was not to go sit or for interview work for someone else. I just wanted to do something on my own, get a job somewhere, do it online. And as I was doing those courses I started with the free courses from Harvard. I got a lot of certificates from there. And that was how last year, August, Nabians appeared on my feed. I looked at it, and that night they were having Lemoy was talking just like she's talking. I just joined, and I loved what she was saying. I said, this is like my problem is solved. Remote work, this is going to solve my problem. So I paid that night, and I paid the deposit for someone else too. So that's to show you how motivated I was. And I joined the course. The most amazing part of the course is the family part. It was just like we've known ourselves for years. The business analytics, we started as a general course, everybody together, and then we split to different courses after some weeks. It was so interesting, and I decided to encourage everybody in the group to follow up the course and finish. So almost all of us in the business analysis, we started and we finished. I followed the course religiously, because to me, this is life and death. At least I'm from Nigeria and I should prove myself. So I followed the course step by step, went to LinkedIn, optimized my LinkedIn. I built my project. It was like building a website. I did everything line by line, point by point, and I started posting my profile. And when the 30 days, the challenge came up and they said we should post every day for 30 days. Man, it was not easy, but I did it. As by the end of that, those 30 days, I moved my subscribers or my followers from 500 to 900 and something. And it's not easy, but just do it, And as I was doing it, sometimes there was this post I made that did not get any click. No, it wasn't like, no like, but the impression was 16,000. I went somewhere. I just joined a group where I wanted to start posting blogs. Apart from my website, I wanted to be posting blogs on the platform. I saw one of the owners of the platform posted my post and made comments on that. I used it to teach. I was so encouraged. So, long story short, I finished my training, and we were about to start our internship. Human resource now called me and said I should come and meet with them urgently.
Okay, people are saying the voice is breaking. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I paused it. So you get to hear from her, okay? You get to hear from her. Just give me a second, guys.
I said, this is why you're calling me for a meeting. I know when you call people, there's like a butcher house. What happened? They said nothing. I should just come. I went, and they now started telling me that they've been watching me, because the bank is restructuring again, and we have to align with the head office in Cote d'Ivoire. So they had to create other departments. So suddenly, what my former boss said is in a francophone country. They now offered me. I said, why? So no, we created this department. We want you to be the head of the department. What I'm just saying like this. It's more like 5 steps ahead. At least I'm from Nigeria and I should prove myself. So I followed the course step by step, went to LinkedIn, optimized my LinkedIn. I built my project. It was like building a website. I did everything line by line, point by point, and I started posting my profile. And when the 30 days the challenge came up and they said we should post every day for 30 days, man, it was not easy, but I did it. As by the end of that, those 30 days, I moved my subscribers or my followers from 500 to 900 and something. And it's not easy, but just do it, you know. And as I was doing it, sometimes there was this post I made that did not get any click. No, it wasn't like, but the impression was 16,000. I went somewhere, I just joined a group where I wanted to start posting blogs. Apart from my website, I wanted to be posting blogs on the platform. I saw one of the owners of the platform posted my post and made comments on that, used it to teach. I was so encouraged. So, long story short, I finished my training and we were about to start our internship. Human resource now called me and said, I should come and meet with them urgently. I said, this is why you're calling me for a meeting. I know when you call people, there's like a butcher house. What happened? They said nothing. I should just come. I went and they now started telling me that they've been watching me because the bank is restructuring again and we have to align with the head office in Cote d'Ivoire. So they had to create.
Did you hear her, guys? They've been watching me. Her company was watching her. Her company was watching her while she was doing
other departments. So suddenly, what my former boss said is unattainable for a Nigerian and Anglophone in a Francophone country. They now offered me. I said, why? So no, we created this department. We want you to be the head of the department. What I'm just saying like this. It's more like 5 steps ahead. I didn't know what to say. I said, okay, I will think about it. They said, no, don't think about it. Take it. Because I said, okay, is that going to be training? You know what they asked me? Which training do you want? You're the one that will train others. We've been looking at your LinkedIn. All things asking us to train. They are all on your LinkedIn. So you train others. When I was doing this, I never thought about anything. I never knew that Nabiant is going to be a step for me to what I've been looking for since 2017. I was promoted, salary doubled, advantages tripled, and you can imagine where I am. And when they say luck is preparation meeting opportunity, I was never thinking of this part. So I encourage everyone here to just take it seriously. LinkedIn is your best platform, free of charge. Just go there and charge yourself. Work on your portfolio. Just follow the steps. Everything you're being taught here, follow it one after the other. And the most amazing part is that every team member is ready to help. If you just reach out, they are ready to.
Let me stop there. Let me stop her there. Okay, I think she has made a point. We don't need to listen to her to the end anymore. Okay, she has made a point, guys. She has made a point. She was working somewhere. She got on our program. Okay, Naomi got on our program. Little did she know that her company was watching her every move. Now they saw that Naomi was not joking, and the steps Naomi is taking now, she will leave us very soon. Guess what they did? They created a department and asked her to head that department. A department that was not existing in the company before. They created it, okay, and asked her to lead it. She said she wants to go and think about it. They said, no, don't think about it. She said, would there be training? They said, you will be the one to train others. Guys, that is how to do it if you are working 9 to 5. Okay, that is exactly how to do it if you are working 9 to 5. Guess what? You may be thinking, my company can ignore me now. Okay, guess what? This is Grace. Grace was working 9 to 5 with UBA. All right. Now, Grace joined our program, and then she did practically the same thing Naomi did. Okay, to cut the long story short, guess what? Her company tried to ignore her. They tried to ignore her. Not until when Grace told them, you know what, I have an offer from Sparkle. I think I'll be leaving you guys. Guess what they did? They tried to increase their salary, promoted her. Okay. When Sparkle heard, Sparkle increased the offer again because she was open to both parties. Sparkle increased her own offer again. And as at that point, I mean, a company that you've not even started working in, they've already increased your offer. Okay. Isn't it a no-brainer to go there rather than a company where you worked for about half a decade and you only got a promotion when you said you were going? All right. So that's what happened for Grace. You can connect with Grace. You can also listen to Grace's testimony. I would have loved to play it for you also, so you can listen to Grace and also Lebra Alawale talk. Okay, Lebra Alawale, for example, she posted on LinkedIn. You heard when Naomi said it. LinkedIn, that is the key. LinkedIn, you see that platform called LinkedIn? That is the secret for you working 9 to 5. Okay, so Lebra did it, and guess what? She talked about some things maybe you people did not hear. All right, she spoke about it subtly, so I will just gloss over it again so that you will see what it is. Now, what we do here, we understand that it is not only the technical skills that will get you the job. Okay, you need soft skills, especially if you are not working 9 to 5 yet. You need soft skills, and even if you are working 9 to 5, you still need it. Guess what? You get weekly mentorship from us. You get CV assessment and job matching if you want to apply to jobs. You get LinkedIn profile revamp, LinkedIn again. You get Upwork profile. Okay, we set up an Upwork profile for you. You'd have a lifetime interview preparation. So anytime you have an interview coming up, all you need to do is to reach out to us. We'll prepare you for the interview. Okay, provided you are a student. All right. Even after your program has ended, you can still reach out to us at no extra cost, and we will prepare you ahead of that interview. You also have a lifetime access to your training materials, your videos, data sets, everything you'll be using on this journey. You have a lifetime access to it because we know you will need it. You may not even ask for it yet, but we know that you will need it. Are you with me, guys? People like Naomi now, she can go back to her class and rewatch any video that she wants because she has access to it. Okay, so that's what you'll be getting to. As if that is not enough, guys. You have a 1-month internship. You heard Naomi spoke about her internship program with us at Navient, plus a lifetime access to recommendation letter. So even if you get a job after you had finished your program, you can still come to us for reference and recommendation letter. And at this point, I love to mention Helen Okai. Helen Okai is another participant. Do you know what Helen Okai got from me personally? I took the honor, I had the honor of preparing her reference letter for her when she got an offer. So she got an offer from a recruiter as junior marketing analyst, and they asked her, if you look at this place where I highlighted, they asked her to provide a reference and recommendation letter, and I prepared it for her, and you needed to see how compelling it was. Okay, now this is something you get from Navient Analytics. Now you may be wondering, what does it take really? What did these people do? How did they experience the program? Now it's a 3-month journey. After that, you have a 1-month internship. Okay, so in total of 4 months. All right. Now, and your classes are on Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. For 3 hours, you'd have an instructor in that class, walking you through real world case study, not theory. Real world case study. You're going to build stuff with your hand. You're going to solve real problems with your hands. And on Sundays, you get what we call DID videos. Now, these are self-paced videos that prepare you ahead of the next weekend. So you can spread it from Sunday through the week, so it prepares you ahead of the next weekend. So when you come to class, you are able to participate, to the fullest. Now, during the weekdays, we have a session on Tuesday. Now, this is not an actual class, Tuesday evenings, 9 to 10 p.m. This is not going to be a class. It is a support session. So if you had any problem from maybe your DID videos or the previous class, you bring it here, and the facilitator would help you resolve any issues that you have right there in that session. Just 1 hour, you just pop in, complain, and you get it resolved so that you don't carry over that issue to the next week. And then on Thursdays, 9 to 10 p.m., you have what we call the mentorship session. All right, the mentorship session. Now, this session is where we get to teach you everything outside of the technical aspect of your training that you need to actually get a job. Things around how to introduce yourself using the SIT approach in an interview, how to answer questions using the STAR approach in an interview, how to negotiate a salary. What are the questions you should ask a recruiter when they say, oh, do you have any question for us? How do you answer tricky questions? These are the things we'll cover in the mentorship session and a lot more. Okay, a whole lot more. Now, guys, be real with me. This is the brochure. Okay, this is the brochure. These are the kind of projects you get to work on right now on my screen. These are even more students. Okay, these are the more students that passed through our program and they got to build their own portfolio. I would have shown, I should even show you Naomi's. I needed to show you Naomi's portfolio, right? But these are more than enough portfolios here. Okay, you can click on this link, view portfolio, when you get this slide to see them. All right, and if we have time, I'll show you. Somebody say my screen is blank. Please confirm that you can see my screen, guys. Confirm you can see my screen, guys. Confirm you can see my screen. Okay, a lot of people can see my screen, so try to clear your network, please. Okay, clear your network, you see my screen, or fill the attendance form. Just ensure to fill the attendance form so you get the recording and my slides so you don't miss anything eventually. All right, and this is even more testimonial about people who got jobs. Okay, more testimonial. Now, do you want me to go into more testimonial, or at this point you want me to tell you how you can get into our program, become one of our students, and let your story be even better than Naomi's own as a 9-to-5er? Which one do you want? Do you want me to tell you how to get into our program, or you want me to continue with the testimonials? Because guess what? There are still more. Okay, there is still more. There is more. If you want me to go, there is more. There is Oluwaseun Ojo, and there is even more. Okay, but guess what I'll do? Because you want to know how to get okay, somebody said more testimonials. So more testimonials. Who is winning? Tell us how. Okay, let me go to how. Okay, the testimonials are here. There are a lot. Magdalene, Beatrice. If you've ever worked with MTN, you'll know Beatrice. Okay, Waneka, she was a mother of triplets, and she was able, even at that, she was able to get into tech with our guidance. Are you a mother of triplets? Maybe you are. All right, maybe you are. Okay, but even if you are, I'm telling you, you can do it. All right, and this is even more testimonial, guys. So it's not as if we are just here talking. We've done it. It has worked. If you are a 9-to-5er, this is what you need to do now. Okay, somebody say I'm a mother of 4 boys. That's even more reason you need to get into tech. I mean, that's more reason you need to get into tech right there. Okay, that's more reason you need to get into tech. So let me not bore you with, the likes of, the others. Let's move straight into our next cohort starting on the 9th of June. Guys, if you've not been paying attention before, I need you to pay rapt attention here, because guess what? You are going to get even more than what Naomi got. Okay, if you are working 9-to-5, okay, you're going to get even more than what Naomi got if you are in this session tonight. Guys, this is how. Listen attentively, because it is not everybody will benefit from this. Unfortunately, as good as this thing is, not everybody, it's not for everybody. All right, so if you know you want it, it is you I want to talk to now. Are you with me? It is you I want to speak to. So this is it. For the first 10 people, okay, for the first 10 people that would be confirmed tonight to be joining us, guys, the first 10 people that will be confirmed tonight to be joining us, I will personally manage your LinkedIn for you for 1 month. I didn't do it for Naomi. She did it herself. She said it was hard. Okay. So I want to lift that burden from you. Personally, me, I will manage your LinkedIn profile for 1 month. If you are part of the first 10 people to get confirmed after tonight's session. Okay. So, but there is a way to be part of this 10. Okay. Now, for you to be eligible, all right, you would have to secure a spot tonight. You secure a spot tonight, and you top up to a total of 85K for the June cohort. But here it is. Here is the breakdown. The program itself. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to the eligibility. I'll come back to that. Let's face here. Now, the program itself, data, if you choose either data science, data analytics, or business analysis, all right, the total package costs 250,000 naira. For the total package, it costs 250,000 naira. Now, that 250,000 naira, you can break it down into 4 parts. Okay, you can choose to pay it in full or break it into 2, you pay twice, or you break it into 4, as we have on the screen now. The first thing is 30,000 naira. With 30,000 naira tonight, you get yourself a slot. And that's one of the criteria to be part of the 10 people. That's one of the criteria. Listen to me. That's one of the criteria to be part of the 10 people that would benefit from me being their LinkedIn manager. Okay. Now, the second criteria is that you are part of the first 10 people to top up with the second installment of 55,000 naira to make it a total of 85,000 naira before the June cohort starts. So you're going to be starting with the June cohort by June 9th. So you are part of the first 10 people to secure their seats and to also top up with 55K before the June cohort starts. If you're part of the first 10 people, I will just count me. Mohammed Suleiman is your LinkedIn manager for 1 month on the spot. No questions asked. Now, for you to then spread the remaining costs of the 250,000 naira, 1 month into the program, you then top up with another 85,000. Okay, and then 2 months into the program, you top up with another 80,000 naira, and that completes the whole package. All right, no other charges after this. All you need to do is to send us a direct transfer to our Nebiant Analytics bank account on your screen right now, 0098999047 Sterling Bank. With just 30,000 naira, you secure yourself a spot. Okay, with just 30,000 naira tonight, you secure yourself a spot. All right, now this is the breakdown again. The cost of the program is 250,000 naira. With 30,000 naira right now, you have a spot to yourself. Okay, now before the program starts in June, you then top up with 55,000 naira. That makes 85K in total. Once you have that and you are one of the first 10 people to do it, you get the opportunity to get this particular offer that I made earlier. Okay, and then you can now spread the remainder of the payment across the remaining 2 months. That is the breakdown. All right, that is the breakdown. If this is something you want to do, don't ask me any question. Go ahead, secure your spot now. Give yourself a chance so that I manage your LinkedIn profile for 1 month. Naomi did not get it and see the result she got. So imagine that I'm lifting that burden of LinkedIn from you. You'll be able to focus more on the course, okay, and you definitely get value. So 30,000 naira, secure your spot tonight. Send me a DM. My phone number is 0703 215 8619. Please only send me a DM with the proof of payment, and then I'll walk you through the next step of enrollment. Okay, 0703 215 8619. 0703 215 8619. WhatsApp, please. WhatsApp only 0703 215 8619. Okay, 0703 215 8619. Okay, send me a WhatsApp DM with the proof of enrollment, and then I'll walk you through what you need to do. Are we going to be taught Excel? Sylvia, you came late to this session, obviously. You were late to this session. Have you filled the attendance form? Fill out the attendance form so you get the recording of the session in your mailbox. But what you need to do now, is, if you didn't come late, then you probably saw what you probably saw all of those. Okay, so if you're doing regardless of the course you take, you get Excel. Excel is part of all of the courses. It's a fundamental thing to get into tech. All right, you'll be taught Excel, whether you choose data science, data analytics, business analysis. All right, you go through Excel. Okay, and for the one asking, it's 250 for all the program. No, it is per program. Okay, per program. You choose one program, 250K. You can spread it the way I've said. Remember, if you are part of the first 10 people, if first off, you need to secure it. Please do not call me, please. Okay, please do not call me. Send me a WhatsApp DM. Send a WhatsApp DM. Okay, send a WhatsApp DM. All right, send a WhatsApp DM. Is it possible to do more than one program? Yes, but you can't do it at the same time. You do it one after the other, Sylvia. You do it one after the other. Secure your spot now and send me a DM. While that is going on, I would allow you to unmute. So if you want to unmute, raise your hand first, please. Raise your hand using the raise hand icon. You see the raise hand icon at the bottom of your screen. Use the raise hand icon. So I would call you to unmute and then we can have a conversation. Juliet, your hand is up. Do you want to speak with me? Juliet, your hand is up. Do you want to say something to me? Juliet, do you want to say something to me?
Yes. I have something to share.
Oh, okay. Did you say you had nothing
Yes,
to say?
I have something. I have something to say, sir. I wanted to
Okay,
ask.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't
Yeah.
understand the third and fourth installment plan. The third says 85 and the fourth says 80. Can you throw more light on that? And then for the privilege that we're going to get by making a commitment now, I want to know.
Yeah.
You said you're going to handle our LinkedIn profile, our LinkedIn page rather,
Yeah.
for 1
Mhm.
month. Can
Yes.
if someone doesn't actually want you to handle it as per the whole charge of it, can you put the person through on how to do it on her own as well?
Absolutely. That's what we actually do. That's what we actually do. The only reason why I'm offering to do that is just to help you, to do that. Okay. So if you actually don't want it, why not? It is our obligation to teach you that, whether you want me to do it for you or not. Okay, we will teach you that. That one is a constant. Even if I'm doing it for you, we'll still teach you how to do it. Do you get my point? So even if I'm doing it for you,
Yes, sir.
we will still teach you how to do it. So that's it. Have you secured your spot though? Have you secured your spot already?
I've not. Just throw more light on that third and fourth installment
Okay,
payments.
fantastic. The program itself, let me make it simple. It's like my English is getting too much, okay? So I'm confusing people with my English. Let me make it simple. The program is 250,000 naira. So you can actually pay 250,000 naira right now and case closed. Or you split it. You can split it into two, 125K now, then later, when you're in the program, you pay 125K to balance. Or you take advantage of what is on my screen now. You split it into 4. First, you pay 30K. How much is left? How much is left if you pay 30K? It's remaining 220K, right? So before the class starts, you then top up, you add another 55K. Add 55K to 30K, that's 85K. And I'm telling you that the moment you top up to 85K, if at that point you are one of the first 10 people to do that, consider me your LinkedIn manager. That's what I said. Then the third and fourth payment is the first, that's this third one, 85K, is 1 month into the program. And then the final 80K is 2 months into the program. So if you start the program June, as at that point, it means you had already paid 85K. So in July, you then top up with another 85K. And then in August, you pay the final 80K. That is that about that. Is it clearer now? Is it clearer now?
Yes, sir. I get it now. Thank you.
All right. Are you going to secure a spot now? Juliet.
Yes.
What is the I in front of it? Are you still thinking about it? You're still thinking about it.
250K is a wonderful something. I don't know, but
do you know what is more wonderful, Juliet? Should I tell you what is more wonderful than 250K, Juliet?
Yes, sir.
The doors of opportunities this would open for you. Except you did not listen to Naomi. Except you did not hear Naomi.
I did. I started with you.
Secure your spot. Let's not drag this too much. If it's not something you want to do, then don't worry. Okay. But if you want to do it, secure your spot now. I personally want to manage your LinkedIn. Okay. Secure your spot now. Send me a DM so that I manage your LinkedIn for you. Okay.
All right, sir.
Fantastic. All right. Who is next? Okay, sorry, I can't pronounce your name well. Let me try the second name. Enyina. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I'm very good at pronouncing names. Did I get your name?
Yeah, you actually tried. You tried.
I told you I'm very good at it.
Okay. Thank you so much for your presentation. It was quite very interesting. You sound very convincing. I like the way you about it and the passion you put into it.
Fantastic.
The 250K is actually quite, for me, it's a giveaway price for data analysts. You know, apart from the fact that you expose us.
Are you saying we should increase our prices? Sorry.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I see it's wonderful because it's wonderful because I know, because I've tried some other establishments and I've seen the kind of amount they've mentioned for these courses. Okay, I'm not saying so I just want to find out because I'm a 9 to 5 worker. I teach the primary school, so I just want to transition into tech. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, so that's why when I saw the advert, I had to plug in to see what's going on. I just want to know, what's the duration of the program? You know, at the time I went off, I went off like I was tired, so I slept off for some minutes. I felt like I lost some things. So I want to know what the duration of the program, and the days. I heard you mention Saturdays. I heard you mention Saturdays. There was another Thursday you mentioned. So I don't know. Can you just throw more light on how the span of the program and the days? And is it going to be an online class or is it going to be a physical attendance?
All right, fantastic. Very good question. All right, very good question. So the program is fully online, and that's how we've been able to reach so many people. All right. Naomi, for example, like you heard her when she was speaking. She's somewhere, I think, in Senegal, if I'm correct, French-speaking country in Nigeria. That was where she was. She's a Nigerian working there. Okay, so she was able to benefit from our program because we offer it online, right? So now the classes are on Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right, for 3 hours, you would have an instructor in that class putting you through. Okay, and then and mind you, on Saturdays you are solving problems. It's not a class where you go and attend and you're just looking. Your hands are going to be busy. So on Sundays, you get what we call DID videos. we call it the do as I do videos. They are like preparatory videos ahead of the next weekend. Okay, so
Okay.
that when you go through the videos, it's like as if you're watching a series. You know, if you're watching a season film, that's how it's going to be like.
Mm.
So ahead of the next weekend, you have a little bit of idea, okay, of what the instructor is going to be, doing in class. All right. Now,
Okay.
that's the weekend schedule. Now, the weekday schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 to 10 p.m. Now, Tuesday session is not a class. It is a session where if you have any issues, maybe during watching the DID videos or from your previous class on Saturday, you have an issue. I was trying this myself, it didn't work. You bring it to that session. Your facilitator, again, the person
Okay.
that taught you on Saturday will be there to help you circumvent that issue. And then on Thursdays, you have mentorship. Now, this is where we teach all the non-technical skills you need to get into tech. Presentation skills, how to negotiate for when you're in a tech interview, and all of those good stuff. Now, all of these sessions are going to be recorded. Just the way you are here now, and this session is recorded. All your classes will be recorded and made available to you lifetime. So even if you miss a class for any reason, let's say one of those Saturdays you had maybe one of your friends has a wedding, you can go. All right. When you come back, you'd have the recording of the session. All you need is now find time, watch the recording, and ask questions. You heard Naomi. She said these guys are willing to help. Right? So that's how we've been able to do it. So people who are busy, because we have people who actually work on Saturdays and they are currently on the program, but they're still benefiting. And people ask us, how do we do it? Our competitors ask us, how do we do it? This is how we do it. Okay, I hope I answered the question.
It's called the form of
For some reason, I can't hear you clearly. Can you say that again, please?
I said, so it's the span of the program is 4 months.
Yes, 4 months in total. So 3 months you'll be learning, 1 month you use that to test your skills in our internship program. Did you get that?
Yeah, I did. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. So have you secured your spot already?
Not
Because
yet.
I see a lot of gear. Okay. So what is there a reason why? Is there a reason why
The money is not available now. That's the reason.
What I'm hearing, look, what I'm hearing now is you are giving me excuses. You are giving. That's what
I'm not giving you excuses. I'm a salary earner. I just
okay.
told
So
I teach.
when
I
will
work
it be
in a
available? Okay,
let's say maybe at the end of the month.
Okay.
Let's say
The
at the
end of the month
yeah.
is dicey.
Yeah.
End of the month is dicey. Are you sure there is no way? You are telling me there is no way you can benefit from this right now. And when I say benefit from this, I'm not even talking about the program. Okay, I'm sure you get by month end you get into the program. What I'm talking about is even this one, this particular one. Me being your LinkedIn manager for 1 month after you join the program. You don't want it right now. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying. But like I told you,
So
yeah, you understand you understand what I'm saying. I don't like putting myself on that. I want it, but I don't like pressures.
okay,
The money is not available now.
all right,
And just like I told you, I'm a teacher, so I'm expecting my salary at the end of the month.
all right,
You
no
understand?
problem.
And my salary for last
No
month
problem.
is already calculated. You understand that kind of setting? So
Okay, I understand. I
don't
understand
worry.
that kind of thing. I
Yeah,
understand
you
that
do,
kind of.
right?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. Okay, no problem. That's why it's still available. Okay, but it's doing me like this that I won't be able to manage your LinkedIn profile, but no problems. Yeah, no problems at all. I would love to see you in class at least.
Yeah,
I would love
with
to
the
see
way
you
you
in class.
sound, I could give you, I could DM you. You would do it for me. I trust you.
All
You're a
right, no
good guy.
problem. No problem. I'm a good
Thank you
guy.
so much.
Rest assured. Yeah. All right. No problem.
All right.
All right. Who's the next person? Amina Jibril. Amina Jibril, go ahead, please.
Hello.
Amina. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good evening. My
Yeah,
name
good
is
evening.
Amina Jibril. I have some very few questions. You only mentioned offer for people that are paying, like you mentioned offer for installmental payments. What if you are
Yes.
not going to be paying now and you pay, your plan is to pay later? What is the plan for that for those people? And I didn't hear anything about skilled workers. I'm just hearing about 9 to 5. Is this strictly for 9 to 5 or also skilled workers like content creators, those people that need to complement their skill with all these necessary programs like data analysis? For me, I'm doing this for my to upskill or to enhance my capacity and give me a unique market value as a content
Yeah.
creator.
Yeah. Yeah. Very fantastic one. Very good question. Now, first off, let me. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much for muting.
Hello, I can hear
Now,
you.
okay, great. So now the thing is this, yeah. As a content creator, it's perfect for you. Okay. Today's session, I only focused it on 9 to 5ers to tell them how they can benefit. Now, if you are not a 9 to 5er, what you're looking for is you're looking for international remote jobs. I did that. Okay, international remote job. What you're looking for is contract job. What you're looking for is maybe even jobs that will give you sponsorship if you're looking to travel out. Okay, so that's on the radar for you. Maybe in another session I'll talk about that. All right. Now, if you're not paying in installments, okay, let's say you pay in full. If you pay in full right now, you have met the minimum requirements to be part of the 10 people that will be managing their LinkedIn account for 1 month. So, period. There is no question on that. All right. So, the key thing is that you send me a DM with a proof of payment tonight. So let me show you that eligibility again. So what we are looking at here is 10 people. If I tell you I will do it for everybody, that I will manage everybody's LinkedIn account, I'll be telling you a lie. But because I am the one that will be doing it, it's not my team. I am the one. This is coming from me, not from Nebiant. Okay? Because I will be doing it, I only need 10 people, but I need them to at least secure a slot tonight, okay, and also be part of the first 10 people to top up to 85K. If you meet that criteria, even if you pay in full right now, you've met the eligibility. So you'll be notified. You'll be notified after the offer is after the 10 people have been identified, and then you'll be put through what to do next. Okay, so I don't know if that answers your question, Amina.
No, it didn't really answer. Okay, it answered my question, yes, but I'm not talking about full payment as in now. I'm talking about full payment as in later. What do what the people that are making full payments, what offer are they giving? Are they giving some sort of discount or something?
Okay. So the full payments, this price you're seeing, if you go to our website, this is not what you will see. If you're paying through our website, if you go to our website now, nebiantanalytics.com, what you see there is 320,000 or 350,000 there. Okay, so I didn't even mention that.
Wow. So this is more like a discount already.
Exactly. But I didn't think to mention it because it's already affordable.
Oh.
So if you are not paying, yeah. So if you are not paying 250, let me mute your mic. So can you mute your microphone? All right. So if you are not paying 215,000 and you pay later, we will still check. Are you part of the first 10 people to meet that criteria? If you are not part of the first 10 people, I will not be onboarding you. I only want to work with people. Okay. So that's how it's gonna work.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope I answered the question. All right, fantastic. So what you need to do now, Amina, is find a way to get 85K. That's what is 85K you're actually looking at. Don't think about the 250. Think about the 85K that you actually need now to get into that seat. Okay, people are already sending me DMs. If you've sent me a DM, congratulations. By the time I drop off the call, I would respond to you and walk you through what you need to do next. All right. So, but make sure that you get the one of the seats of those people that I've been working with for 1 month. All right, so that is that about that. I have Amina Idowu. So I'm going to take Amina Idowu and then Ayokunle, and then we'll call it a night. Okay, I'm going to shut this down. So if you've not secured your spot, as at the time I'm going to shut this session down, just count yourself out of those people that I'm going to be working on their LinkedIn. Okay, I'm not saying you won't benefit from the program. You will benefit from the program, like Naomi. Like I said, Naomi managed her LinkedIn herself. We taught her how to do that. Now I'm just saying I would do it for you, for 10 people actually. Okay, you secure a spot tonight, and you also top up with your 5K, and you're part of the first 10 people to do that. So that is that about that. Amina, go ahead. Amina, do.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
Fine.
Loud and
Thank
clear.
you so much. I really appreciate your effort. And thank you so
pleasure.
much for the wonderful presentation and the wonderful opportunity as well. So I have like 2 questions.
Go for it.
If unfortunately I miss this June enrollment, is there any other enrollment this year coming up?
Very good question.
And
so
then the second, should I state my
Go
question
ahead.
first? Or
Go
okay,
ahead.
and then the second question. I'm sorry for asking this, but guess I really need to ask. Is there kind of discount or scholarship for someone like us that may not be able to make the full payment? Is there anything?
Very good question.
So that's my 2 questions.
Okay, I'll answer
Those
your
are my 2
second
questions.
question. All right,
Okay.
fantastic. So I would answer your second question first. You see this price you're seeing on the screen. If you go to our website, you won't see this price. What you will see there is 320,000 naira, and there is no installment on the website.
Wow.
Okay, so I deliberately did not mention discounts. I presented this directly. So we did not just do that. We splitted it to 4 installments because we know that look. When we say we want to help Africans, are we really helping Africans? You get my point. So also, we don't want to make it, ridiculously cheap. We could have offered it at maybe 20,000 naira. There are programs of 20,000, right? But the value, we want people that actually want to get into tech to get into tech. So that's why we made it a balance, okay, of value ratio price. So that people who want to do it know that look, let me get into it and let me get it done. Do you get my point? So
yes, I do.
Yeah, it's not going cheaper than this. Okay, but guess what? The value you'd get when you start getting it. I mean, you can send a message to Naomi and all the others that I talked about. They're on LinkedIn. These are real people. You ask them, oh, are you still that thing you felt when you were when you were paying for the program? Are you still when do you still feel it? They'll tell you which program are you talking about. they forgot that they registered because they're already in tech. They're already, I mean, Naomi's case, I deliberately brought it to this session because it's amazing what you can do as a 9 to 5 without actually applying to other jobs. As a 9 to 5, people would think that, oh, if you want to get another job, or if you're not happy with your current organization, leave. That's not always the case. Become more valuable, and they won't be able to resist you, even if they try to ignore you. It's as simple as that. So this is the best bargain, okay, for value.
Okay.
You'll find out there. I hope I answered the question.
Then the first one, which is
Yeah.
if I miss
So
the June enrollment, is there any other
exactly.
enrollment this year?
Yeah. So we actually start a new cohort every month. Okay, so there's going to be a July cohort. There's going to be an August cohort, September, and the likes. But guess what? The demand for our program is growing very fast. And as a data company ourselves, we want to ensure that if the demands go beyond the threshold, if you come back in July, it will no longer be this price. We already started reflecting it on our website. So you may come next month now, and what you're having is paying full 350K. If you don't want, you can leave. Do you get my point? So because we want to always control the number of people we have in class so that we don't have crowd. Because if we have crowd, it's not like some other programs. Let me not call names. If you have crowd, it will seem as if it will seem as if you are learning something, but you aren't. And you guys are starting out newly. You are beginners. It's easy to just deceive beginners. Let me be honest with you. I could cook up something and just teach you, and you'll be like, because you don't know it before, right? You feel you've learned something. But go and see the competition out there. That's when you feel very disappointed. Okay? So I know some programs. I know them. Let me not call names. They will teach you, okay? And when you get out there, you won't blame them, right? Okay, people just take advantage of others. So we are here to set the record straight. If this is something you want to do, this is the kind of value you want. Normally, offers like this kind of training program that we have, you don't even pay in Naira. You can't pay in Naira to start with. So you would have to go buy dollar, okay, and then pay a dollar fee. Do you think if somebody's asking you to pay dollar for this, they would ask you for equivalent of 250K? It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. So you're getting the best bargain for value. Okay, so secure your spot. I want to work with people like that now. Secure your spots.
This is actually very, very important for me because I'm a researcher in the field of architecture. So I really want to sharpen my skills. So it's very, very important for me to get into this.
Yeah, very, very, like it's you've said it's very important. That's the word. So but when do you plan securing your spot? Because it sounds like you've not yet.
Presently, I can manage to secure the spot, but my problem is, will I be able to meet up with the payment before June and then the other installment? That's my headache, but I can manage to secure the spot now.
Okay, do you think that's the headache part now? Let's go to the headache part. Let's leave the first one. Do you think that should be a reason why this kind of offer you should miss out on it? Is that enough as a reason?
No. But if I won't be able to meet up with the payments, that won't be a good. That won't be okay.
I totally agree with you. But how I want you to think is, how do we solve that problem? How can you solve that problem right now? That's what you should think. Because the question is no more, do I want it? Do I not want it? That's
I really want it. Yes.
So since it's something you want to do, how do we solve that problem? The second, third, and fourth installments. Do you get my point?
Exactly.
So realistically, right now, do you think that if you have to look for the other installments, there is a way you can manage to do it?
What is that?
But I don't think so for now.
What did you say? Can you say that again?
I said I'm not so sure for now.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay. What I would do for you, I mean, I will do this just for only you. Okay. Just for only you. Send me a DM. Normally, I don't take DMs from people who are not going to register, but just send me a DM.
I will send it to you now.
All right. So,
can I book the slot now?
You can book the slots right now, okay, and then send me a DM, and we'll continue from there. All right.
Thank you so much. I will do right now.
All right, fantastic.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. So
and by the way, I'm that mother of 4 boys.
Oh yes, I remember.
Thank you so much.
When you are done with the program, when you are done with the program, you should find a way for your sons to start benefiting from this also. I love to meet
Definitely.
them. I love working with young boys. Okay.
Definitely.
Especially in this day and time. The boys need help. Okay, so
they do.
Yeah, you have 4 of them. I mean, yeah. All right. So
thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, it's a pleasure. Who is next? I said I would take only Ayokunle after Amina, but Abdul Jalal and Godwin have raised up their hand. Now those are the only people I'll take. I wanted to shut this down 9:30. It's already 9:30, but I would take Ayokunle, Abdul Jalal, and okay, the last person has dropped their hand. So Ayokunle, very quickly, please go ahead.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, I can.
So I'm really grateful for this class. In fact, it's even part of my plan, especially business analysis. So, but my major concern, which I've even been asking ChatGPT and trying to watch videos on YouTube to be sure if the statistical part of it won't require too much mathematics, because I have this kind of concern about too much mathematics. So I want to confirm that the business analysis not require too much mathematics. Because, for instance, I listened to what Naomi said. She's the banker, so mean that she's more inclined towards that accounting. Yes. Yeah. So I just want to be sure. Thank you very much.
Okay, fantastic. Very good one. Very good question. Now, if you had said that, oh, you were thinking about data science, I would have told you that, oh, while data science has a little bit of statistics in it, it is actually, we are focused on applying it. It is not, you're not coming here to learn mathematics. Okay? The best data analysts, the best data scientists, the best business analysts are not mathematicians. They are people who can solve problems for businesses. So are you coming here to learn maths? No. What you are coming here to do is to solve business problem. Now, the business problem itself, okay, it would have its own case study. For example, let's assume I sell Apple products. Let's say I sell iPhones, for example. Okay, and one iPhone costs maybe $1,000. If I sell 10 of that, how much have I made? If I sell 10 of $1,000 iPhones, how much have I made, Ayokole?
You said if you sell 10 of 1,000, that's $10,000.
$10,000. Okay, so it is scenario based. So it's not here. I'm not coming to tell you. So well, it's not as if you come here and tell you 10 times 1,000 divided by 2, square root times 3. No, you will know why you are doing whatever it is you are doing. And besides, you won't need to do the mathematics yourself. The tools you are using, Excel, for example, you just tell it what you want. I want revenue. This is my revenue. Give me. I need to give you. You're not going to be calculating. Okay, you're going to be instructing. So that's how it goes. All right. So I hope I answered the question, Akunle.
Yeah, very well. Thank you very much.
All right, fantastic. So I have been receiving DMs. I don't know if you're one of them. Have you secured a spot already?
I haven't actually.
Is there a reason why?
The major reason is the starting. My plan is Actually,
Yeah.
my plan is to start probably around next month or next 2 months. But
What
then,
if the price
like I said,
by then is, yeah? So I'm just asking,
well,
what if the price by then is 350K? You still start?
well, I believe that God that led me to discover your program today, he has a better
Mhm.
plan. So, and for further, your class is practical. The truth is, I've done a lot of. I'm more focused. I'm usually, or let me say, I work more in the entertainment space. So that's social
Okay.
media marketing. I've done a lot of courses, and I
Yeah.
realized that most of these programs that we do, I've taken a lot of courses online on Coursera, Udemy. So, but there's this soft touch that most of us are missing out on, which is mentorship. That's having this very close rapport with people, which is what is making this program to be unique.
Yeah.
Aside the fact that you shared people's experiences, coming
Mhm.
from someone who have at least a little background, and I've worked in the I've worked in a consulting firm before where it's been more of human capacity development. I know my boss has treated business analysis classes. I've done a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of slides on it. So I know that it's been more of peripheral. So most of the things you are saying, I
Yeah.
understand that is truth. It is truth. You understand? So not like I'm trying to. I really intend in enrolling for this program. I know that what is but value cost. I know that for sure. But when we get to that time, me and you will have that conversation. I already have a number. So,
Okay.
but my plan is by
All right.
God's grace, next month or next 2 months. That's my plan by God's grace. But I'm
Mm.
definitely enrolling because I want to have that mentorship. So it will help me
Yeah.
to go far. That's how I see it.
Fantastic. So the thing is, I totally agree with you. Next month, next 2 months, our value only keeps getting better. All right.
Yes.
But it's just that this particular opportunity, you may miss out on it. And I don't want that for you. Okay. So, and what I tell people is just find a way. Find a way to find a way to get yourself started as early as possible. The earlier, the better. Okay. The earlier, the better.
Better.
All right. The earlier, the better. Honestly, I can't give you any other advice apart from that one. The earlier, the better. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right. Fantastic.
understand. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
All right. It's a pleasure. Okay,
Yes.
so Abdul Jalal Ahmed.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Now, I'm sorry, Abdul Jalal, before you go, if you've sent me a DM, the reason I've not responded is because I am the one that will respond to you, and I'm still on this call. Okay, so when we are done here, I would respond to everybody one after the other, and I'll let you know what to do. Okay, so don't be worried.
No,
Once
no, no,
I'm done here, I'll send
that's
you.
not it. I haven't actually gotten off the call since I got
All
on.
right, no problem.
So I just have like a question. So the thing is,
All right,
I'm still a student, but I'm about to graduate. I think next month. So the thing is, I would like to do business analytics, but
Mhm.
I've not really done some research about it. My sister told me about it to tell me to do some research, and then I came across Hugo's thing online, and then I joined
All
the
right.
class. I joined the first one, but I filled out the attendance, but I didn't get the materials. I don't know. Maybe
Okay,
it's somewhere in my mail or
probably
something.
it went to your spam box in your
Yeah,
mail.
I think I will check the spam box for that. But that's not even
Alright,
why what I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask
okay.
for example now, if I want
Yeah.
to pay for the next class, so
Okay.
the next cohort instead of June's cohort, July's cohort, for example, will it
Yeah.
still be the same 250, or there's probability that it might be more? And the thing
Yeah.
is, the reason why I'm not applying for it now is because
Mhm.
I'm not the one that was going to I'm not the one that's going to pay for it. It's my older brother who wants me to actually learn a different skill. So I don't know. That's why I'm going to tell you straight up from the get go that I might not secure my spot right now. So I'll speak to him
Mhm.
tomorrow if possible. I would hopefully get to secure a seat.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's fantastic. Now, if you're going to secure a seat tomorrow, the prices may likely not have changed. But next month, okay. Again, we're
Mm.
not working based on. We don't work here based on emotions or what have you. If we see that the demand is high, the demand goes higher than it is, definitely the price is going to go high. Okay, even if it's tomorrow, but realistically, okay, tomorrow the prices may not change tomorrow. Okay, so if tomorrow is what you're looking at, then that works. But next, if you're looking at next month to secure a seat, you may not even see 4 installments anymore. Okay, so that's how it works. I don't know. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that's a nice question. Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you.
fantastic. So I'll be looking out for your name tomorrow. I've taken it down. I'll be looking out for you tomorrow. Okay. So let me
Thank you.
take one more person, just one more person, and I'm shutting this down. I've already exceeded time. It's 9:30 already. Justin, only you. The rest of us, secure a seat. Send me a DM. I'll answer you. Justin, go ahead. Justin, your mic is muted. Do you want to speak with me? All right. So if you've, like I said, if you've secured a seat, I'll respond to you immediately after the session. Okay, immediately after the session. All right. I would respond to you immediately after the session. Okay, I think Justin. Okay, Justin, go ahead, please.
Okay, good evening. I've been seeing this WhatsApp message pop up on my screen several times, but I've not had the opportunity of joining. This is my first time. So questions I want to ask. I'm new to tech, actually studied architecture, but I would also want to diversify. So firstly, is it the business analytics or the data analytics you would suggest I do first? Because I have plans of doing everything you have, but I would want to join the June class, but I can't send you a DM now, but I hope to pay before June class starts. So what I'm asking is, I can't go with this first step or 4 plans which you have plans for. I can do payment for 2 times, which I can do the first batch before June starts. Then you can tell me when best I can do the rest of it.
All right. So if I got you correctly, you're interested in data analytics, right?
Like I said, I am new to this. I've done a little bit of research, but you being an expert, I would want you to tell me which is best. I can start with first of all, because I have plans of doing everything, the programs that you have. So from your experience, which do you think I should do first? Because I still have the eye on data analysis and
and the rest of them. So I think this is how you should do it. I'll say you should do it the way I did it. Okay. So what I did, and this answer is specifically for you. It's not general. Okay. So it really doesn't matter which one you do first, right? If you start with data analytics, okay, it's sort of like the entry point of the world of data. Okay. So you start from there, and then from there you move to maybe data science. Okay, data science. That people used to look at data science as a more advanced data analytics, but it's just another side of data analytics. That's just what it is. Okay. So and then business analysis would teach you a lot more about management, how to manage people, how to document, how to drive leadership, how to drive projects and all of that stuff. So if you combine all 3, you're going to be a juggernaut, hot cake. All right. So that's how it's going to be. But of course, it is one after the other. Okay. So start with data analytics, move to data science, and then business analysis will be the icing on the cake. Okay.
Good. So in terms of payment now, like I said, I can do it in 2 batches. I can pay before June starts, probably from before 28th. I can do the first payment, then the second payment. When do you think is best I do that?
Okay, so the second payment, I mean all payments all outstanding payments should be one between 1 to 2 months into the program. So anywhere between that time, okay, between 1 to 2 months into the program, all outstanding payments should be made. So that's the idea behind it. Because if you look at this installment, for example, you see that the final installment is 2 months into the training. So after this, so after this, all outstanding payments should be made. But if you want to get into more details about that, you can just send me a DM, okay, and then I'll walk you through the specifics. Yes, on WhatsApp. I'll walk you through the specifics. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Also, if I can ask, if you said you have space for 10 people, you're going to manage their LinkedIn. If I make the payment as scheduled or as I've agreed, do I still have the privilege of you being managing the LinkedIn?
Your LinkedIn, yeah. So it's gonna be a bit dicey, okay? Because once we hit 10 people that meet this criteria that you're looking at, that one is
okay.
Closed.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
No problems. So let's. I'll drop a message for you. Then we can kick out from there.
All right, no problem. All right, so that'll be all. Okay, I'd love to take every other hand. So all you can do is you can reach out to any of the admins on the group in the community. Just send them a DM. If you have any questions, they'll do well to answer you. Secure your spots. Okay. Let me see. Okay, somebody's asking, if I happen to pay 30K to secure a spot, will I be part of those who will be managing your LinkedIn? Not yet. Okay. You've just satisfied one of the criteria. If you pay 30K, for you to be part of the 10 people, after you pay 30K, you need to top up with 55K so that you have a total of 85K for June cohort. First 10 people to reach 85K I'm going to manage their LinkedIn. If I had said first 10 people for to secure a slot this night, all right, then that will be, I mean, damn, I'm giving away my all the time I have, because you won't have the opportunity to meet up with that for tomorrow, okay? Or I would have to take more than 10 people, all right? Because a lot of people would, rush to do that. So we want people who want this, so it is 85K at least, and you will be part of the first 10 people after tonight's session. So we are gonna, within the team, after the session, we're going to look into the enrollment, see the 10 people that meet the criteria. We send a message to those 10 people. Congratulations, you've been part of those who are eligible for this, and the next step will be communicated to you. Okay, if not this night, by Monday, that should be closed out on, because I've received more than 10 DMs already. So hopefully that's for you. Hopefully all of them are not eligible. Okay, so if they are, then all 10 slots are already gone. Okay, so I hope I answered your question. Again, if you sent me a DM, I'll respond to it after now. So guys, I had a wonderful time. I hope you got value for your time as well. See you in class home June. Cheers, guys.